I'm going to mute you all. I bang, done. So Karen, now I'm afraid you'll have to go over to your laptop and unmute yourself again before we can hear you. Karen, as I think many of you know Karen, and she did the dem for us last year, our festive dem for us last year. Oh no, it was Kathleen's sister
Oh
did it for us
yes,
last
that's
year.
right, with Kathleen's sister.
That was it. So, but you must have done it the year before then. Anyway,
Yeah,
you are a regular part of the Christmas demonstration scene. And Karen's off to Letterkenny tomorrow to do a demonstration, and she's in much demand. She's done one for Wexford as well very recently, I think, Margaret, and is in much demand. The reason being that she's a multi-award winning IFA demonstrator and floral artist. I'm not going to list the awards. There's loads of them, and she's got also, to her great credit, a very long-standing member of the RHSI and part of our events team. And always a delight, Karen, to have you involved in activities, to have you around and to have your suggestions. And, you do a fantastic job keeping the floral arts side of things going. The RHSI used to have a whole floral arts section, but as we were chatting about it the other day, that's kind of migrated away to the clubs, and so be it. But it's really nice to have an element of the floral arts appearing here and there in the journal and now on Zoom periodically. So you're very, very welcome. Many people know Karen, and many people who visited Bloom would have seen Karen's award-winning arrangements at Bloom in that lovely tent of floral art. So Karen, I'll hand over to you. Thank you very much. And
very much.
I understand with this one though, Karen, you're okay if people unmute and ask questions, and
That's perfect.
this
Yeah.
is a Zoom you're allowed to interrupt. So enjoy the pleasure. Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Karen.
Thank you very much, Philip. Hello, everyone. Good evening. And I am delighted to be doing this from home because I don't have to go out in that terrible wet weather. So this is super. So tonight, my first design, I've made this up because it would just take too long to do it for you. So this is a natural wreath that I made with vine. I think it was oh, I've forgotten now, but anyway, I know I've got rubus in it as well. And so I just kept turning it around and made a wreath ring with it. And then I wrapped some red felt around it and stuck on some birch stars and a big star here. And then you can just hang it up on the door. I have a little bit of contorted hazel just going through it just to give a bit of depth. So I just show that. I hope you can see it up close there. Okay, and I'm just going to turn on some little lights that I put through as well. So there we go. Put some Christmas cheer into your hallway or your door. Okay, so that's one design there. I'm just going to push it up here. I'm going to disappear every now and then. So again, this one I've also made in advance because it's just takes so long and you'd be very bored listening to me or doing this. So this one is the wreath rings that you can buy made from straw. Okay. And then I wrapped the felt around it. Now, if you want to make it all plant material, you could use jute ribbon, red jute ribbon, but I couldn't get any red ribbon that was in the nice red that would show up. So I just used the felt because I had some. And then there's the little birch stars on it, nice ribbon. And then I made these, I put the cones hanging down then as well. And I made the twine is actually jute, and I just crocheted it so it'd be a bit thicker, and then they can just hang like that. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. Okay,
Yep, we can
and
see
the
them.
cones, yeah. Okay, so that's that one there. So I'll put this one here. Okay, and okay. My next design then, I'm doing it on a sleigh. So So I've just got a sleigh container and I just put a candle in it. You have to have a candle. And I have some Christmas Nobles and some Tuya. I don't know which one it is. There's so many. I wouldn't even try to remember the name of it. Now the Christmas Nobles, I love it, but this year it wasn't a very good year for the Christmas Nobles foliage. It's not as blue as it normally is. It's just green, and they said it was the wet weather during the year was terrible for the trees, so I couldn't get blue. But I mean, it's lovely, but I just couldn't get blue. So I'm putting into this now. This I love this foliage. It's Prunus loricerasus marbled white, and I just love the color. It lifts things up. The contrast in color, and it's it's just very versatile. It's just the same all year round, so you can use it any time of the year. So this is just brighten things up a bit in the design, and I'm just placing it around the design. Now I don't have this one myself. I have a variegated laurel, but it's not as nice as this. So I get this from a friend, Margaret Woodburn, who's in the Wexford Club, and she's just great for giving me some foliage because I have a small enough garden. I might have to disappear every now and then to get into my box. Sorry about that. So just putting extra bits of this in. So we're doing this in the kitchen, so it's not a huge kitchen, so bear with me if I disappear. Has anybody got this one? The marbled white?
No. No, I haven't. And I see you're looking for something with variegation with cream and green, not yellowy.
Yeah, it's cream and green. Yeah.
What about Pittosporum, Iron Patterson or something like that? They'd be
Yeah,
all right.
I have that, and but this one lasts longer and it has a bigger leaf. So it's really nice when you're doing a triangle, to have this in it because it's just be nice and quick, and you've got for a big design. Try to use I have Oasis in this, but it's the biodegradable Oasis now. It's they're really working hard on trying to get a good biodegradable Oasis or floral foam. So there's another one coming in. It's in England, I think, and Judith Blacklock was using it recently. I saw her on an Instagram post, but she didn't say whether she liked it or not, and that's what I was hoping to hear, because sometimes they're not, they don't hold the flowers up when you start moving them, and that's why we use it, because once you start moving things around, if you've got stuff in a raffle, if you have it, in the chicken wire, doing it the way we used to always do it, it falls down and, your flowers move and then you lose all your principles and elements of design. So, but this one the new one is called Foam PHOAM, I think. So we're hoping to try that out when it comes in. So, I don't know what it's like yet. So into that then I'm putting in some Skimmia japonica. And I love this, and I do have one, but it's not very big. So again, I got some cuttings from my friend. So this one has the red berries as well in it, which is nice. So that's the I wrote that down. Female, isn't it? I think you might be able to get one with both in it.
Oh, you'd be more fun to grow at least two skimmias. They've got great attraction.
Yeah, and it's good then to have the two, and you can have male or female or whatever, and then you have the insects coming along and pollinating, Yeah.
And the seed heads are very pretty as well.
Very pretty, yeah. I love the rubella with the lovely flower. It's gorgeous. So into that then I'm going to put some nice roses. We have these, just bring it closer. These are the Naomi roses. They're really beautiful, like velvet. And it has guard petals on it, so that's why they, they look a bit discolored on the outside, but they're the guard petals. You can take them off, if you wish. They're really fresh now, these ones. They'll open up lovely, and they should last well.
Were they expensive, Karen?
Yeah, they would be more expensive than the ordinary roses, but you
But
just
they're worth it, are they? Yeah.
They're worth it, yeah.
Are we worth it?
You are worth it, yes, absolutely. Nothing but the best.
And Karen, can you tell us, I was told last year, and I've forgotten again, how you condition the cut flowers before you use them. What's the story with that?
So a lot of time they come over and they're in trucks and they're not even in water. So they're fine until you get them, and then you must cut the bottom off. You must take about 1.5 inches, an inch off the bottom, cut it with a slant cut, and then place it in a good, water overnight, at least 2 to 3 hours, but overnight preferably. And that they soak up the water. I would strip all the lower leaves, and obviously I took off the thorns on these. They were vicious, the thorns on these ones. I find red roses and orange roses have a lot of thorns, and I have some white roses and they had none. So so strip off the lower foliage and just leave 2 leaves up the top, because that'll help draw the water up through the flower to the flower. So yeah, that's it. Now there is another way. If your flowers have wilted a little bit or been out of water far too long, you can cut them at the bottom, cut 1 inch off the bottom, and then boil up some water, put it in a cup, and put the stem end. You might have a few stems of roses. Put them in the ends only now, into the boiling water for about 20 seconds, and you'll see bubbles coming out of the bottom, and that's the airlock, and then you can place it in tepid water. Yeah. So
I've done that.
Yeah.
And what about putting in vases of flowers? What about this business about a 1/2 spoon of sugar or an anodyne or something?
Well,
I mean,
I've read a good few articles on that, and really you could put sugar, but really doesn't make much difference. The flower feed that they give you, in a shop or wherever, is the best, because it has antibacterial stuff in it as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
7-Up is definitely worth it though for your Christmas tree.
What's that?
Is that contentious? 7-Up for your Christmas tree.
Yeah.
It does. It works. 2 liters of 7-Up and 2 liters of water into the container, and off it goes. It lasts a whole month.
Okay, I'll try that. So now I have used artificial tree once or twice, but I'm going back to the natural. I love the natural.
Oh, and if anybody's down near me, Kavanagh's are brilliant. Kavanagh's of Newtown and Kennedy.
Okay.
There's a plug for them now.
All right. We have one, I think, down here, Wheelux. I find it very hard to get the Noblest one. That's the one I like.
Yeah, that's what. I got that one. Yeah, that's the one I like too. Yeah. You get the best smell from that one, Karen, don't you?
What?
You get the best smell.
Yeah, best smell from that one. Yeah, absolutely.
This is looking gorgeous.
Oh,
What was that?
what was that?
I don't know. Oh, it's gone now.
Is it all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It went there for a minute. So that's, I'll just show it up here.
This is beautiful. So this would be for your sort of tabletop, wouldn't it? It would be
Yeah,
gorgeous.
your hall or table,
Oh,
big table.
gorgeous.
Isn't that nice? Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
lovely.
I'll take pictures of it. It'll be nice. Oh, I'm spilling water.
That's the hazards.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. And actually, you're right. The variegation does brighten it up no end, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's that one. Okay. So this one now is biodegradable as well. So this is some of you may have seen it before. It's it's magazine folding, or book folding. So I got a couple of magazines from a well-known supermarket that's all over the country, and it's their Christmas food one. So I just took off the outer cover and then started folding it. So just briefly, you fold one page in half and fold it again, okay? And then the other piece, the every second page, you fold it like a triangle.
Bring it up a little, Karen. Bring it up a little bit so we can see.
Yeah, I'll do that. Just like that. Okay. So fold it over. And this one then you turn down the corner into right to the inside, and then you fold it down to the other corner, but making sure that those two, so you've got a triangle. Yeah. So every second page is this one, and every second page is that one. But the hat used to fold. Anyway, keep doing that through the booklet, and then that by doing that one, it helps it stand. That one there. So, this is what you make. Okay, now I put 4 of these books, and I glued them. I hot glued them with hot glue in the center, around a floral tube. I have floral tubes then glued into, in between them. Okay, so
the magazine is really just creating a shape, is it? It's not
creating your container.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. And it's, you can chuck it out, then take your tubes out and chuck it out, and
into the compost,
into your compost bin. Yeah. Now I have some dendrobium orchids in here in the top, and a little bit of ivy. And hold on now. Oh, wait 1 second. So I'm just going to put some of these baby spray carnations. Now they're not quite fully open yet, but they will open.
Have you got little tubes? Are you putting them into little tubes, is it?
Yeah, I have tubes here. Yeah. And there's some water in them, okay?
Oh, that's very clever.
Yeah. And you can put anything in them. Whatever you like. You can have big roses, small roses, whatever. Otherwise, those small roses would be better because of the, maybe a big rose would be too much, in it, the size of the design, the container.
Yeah.
So, where am I going now? Yeah, I'm going to put some in the top as well. And awesome.
I'm definitely not.
Oh, we're gone again.
No, we're back. We're back.
All right.
Moment interlude.
What is that, I wonder?
I think that was just somebody came in who was unmuted, wasn't it, Philip?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Okay. So I had a nice piece of cryptomeria. I don't know where I put it. But what I'll do is I'll put it in it later, and because it really makes a difference to the design. I don't know which box I put it in. Oh, I put it underneath. Yeah, I have here, sorry. Forgotten where I put stuff. Okay, so I have a lovely piece of cryptomeria here. And I have a little small tree of it in my garden, the very back. So I love it. I don't cut an awful lot off because it takes a while to grow. Really nice. I think it's Cryptomeria Suji or Sujai.
Oh, lovely. I bought a lovely Norfolk pine today up in Paris Court, actually. That's
Oh,
kind of
did you?
similar foliage, isn't it?
Yeah. There's so many beautiful foliages out there.
There really is.
Yeah. So we're just popping a few of these pieces around. I love the smell of this, but you can't smell it.
That's what we
Lovely.
need, smell-o-vision.
Yeah. Well, you might get a chance to smell it on Saturday.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, it's gorgeous. This is really nice. There you go. I'll fiddle around with it later. You know, when you're doing the dam, it's kind of hard to see
Oh,
it. Yeah.
It's unusual, Karen.
Yeah. It's like you can put anything you like into it. Okay, anything at all. I was going to put a bit of.
And does it take long to do the books now? You know,
To
to
do the
do the folding.
Oh, well, I just didn't watch a telly and just make one up, you know?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. But my hand was a bit sore now after doing a few of them, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But otherwise, no, it's very quick. And you can make all sorts. If you look it up on YouTube,
Yeah.
you know, there's just so much you can do.
That's lovely. Now, what are you putting into it now?
This is a Zara.
Oh, yeah, lovely.
Isn't that nice? It's really light and airy. Like you can put more tubes in if you like. You know, I folded it so that I could pop a tube into it, just there. And
Oh, I get it. The triangles are the pocket.
yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm very slow. I'm very slow to the party here.
Well, I'm glad that you're there to explain that because I haven't. So well done for that. Yeah.
And I found the Aladdin's Cave of the floral supplies place in Sandyford last year.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Oh my
Good.
goodness. If you want to buy any of these wires and tubes and dried fir cones and bits of orange peel and things,
Yeah,
they have
they're in
masses of them.
Firs Road in Sandy Cove. Now, not all suppliers will sell to the public, but they do.
Well, they were very nice when I
Yeah.
walked in with kind of an idiot list. It was great.
So that's that one. And then there are little lights on it. So
Would you look? Oh, that's very pretty.
They're pretty.
Very pretty. And as you said, you could do that completely to your color scheme and everything.
Any kind of color scheme and put anything in it. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I find little things are nicer in it than big flowers. Do you know? Yeah. That now.
Somebody put in a comment there. I can't see the chat at the moment, but the Lazy Susan is brilliant. Did you hear that one, Karen?
What?
Somebody put in a comment saying that the Lazy Susan there is a great idea.
Oh yeah, great for turning it around.
Yeah.
Now I have a very good turntable I got when I got qualified. It's just So this now is again it's made from cardboard and I just made it into a kind of snaky shape.
Yeah.
Again I hot glued it and it's very light to carry. So
that's fabulous. Upcycling as well, which we love.
Yeah, cycling corrugated cardboard. And inside then I have the wire, you know.
The chicken wire.
Yeah, the green one. And then I have this packing that you get, you know, when yeah, so that will hide the wire. So I just, you know, showed you. And I have the tubes then in it all the way around. I stuck these little lollipop things in it and baubles and decorated with a little bit of whitewash, not much, just a little bit. And I forget what they're called. Dried plant material you can stick on anything. This is eucalyptus.
Yeah. Or they like star anise or something like that.
Star anise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't mean to clang that down on the floor. So
That's all right. You're doing brilliant with all the bits.
yeah, I'll just put a little bit more there to hide it.
That's fantastic. You always get that stuff when you buy bulbs, don't you? It
Yeah,
often comes with,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Good to keep it.
yeah. It is actually. Yeah, you never know when you might need it.
Yeah.
So I might put some sea lavender in.
Oh yeah, lovely.
Limonium.
When do you cut that to dry? Do you cut it when it's blue, Karen, to dry it?
Well, this one is a lilac one.
Yeah,
I do have the blue or mauvey one
yeah.
as well.
Oh,
So I just whenever I'm finished using them fresh, I just then dry it.
dry it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a piece over there dried, and the stem just goes black, but the rest is perfect.
Yeah. I stupidly left it too long on the plant before taking it off. And it's just,
Um,
you'd know, I'd have to actually use an awful spray to make it look anyway decent at all.
all right. Yeah, no, if you hang it upside down, you know the usual.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, bit of color, and then that's the other one, then the mauvey one.
It's amazing to see the dry flowers really back in fashion again, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Oh,
Correct.
it was really in, a good few years ago when I was growing up, and now then nobody was using it, and
Oh,
now
that's right. It was so old fashioned, like nobody would
very
do it
old
anymore.
fashioned. Yeah,
Yeah,
so now it's all back.
back
So,
again.
so I just have some pink roses because pink and silver is nice.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Get it into the tube now. These aren't very big, they haven't got huge heads, the
Yeah.
roses, so they're short. Or the other thing you could use, I didn't have enough of it though, was the Eustoma or Lysianthus.
Oh, Lysianthus,
That's
yeah.
that's a pink and white one. It's lovely. It's all the
Very
one
pretty.
down. Yeah.
Susan has asked me to minimize my screen. I'm sorry, Susan. I don't know that I can. Do you know what I'll do, Susan? I'll stop talking.
Now, everybody all right? They can hear me anyway, okay? Yeah, I hope so. I mightn't get anybody responding. There. I'm just going to turn it around. Oops. Now, that one I didn't glue on very well. I was running out of glue. I'll just stick it. The good thing about this, you can stick it into the corrugated cardboard. Um,
Oh, that's
you all right, Philip? You see it okay?
we can see it clearly. I've just realized though what's going on. When I
Oh,
start to chatter, people see me and my pretty backdrop,
oh, I
and
see.
not you. So,
Ah,
Exactly. And it's
so
the
for,
same with me. And Susan says you can pin your screen, and I just can't see where you pin it. Do you know, Susan? That's the thing you see, Karen. Every time we chat, we come up and you disappear.
oh, and they're not seeing me. Okay. Oh, then you better mute yourself. So, okay, I'll just do it
Yeah.
quietly then. Okay, so that's that one there as well. And again, I'll take photographs of them afterwards and you can get a close-up look at them.
Now, while there's nothing on the screen there, I'm going to interrupt and ask, how on earth do you keep the water into those little tubes in that arrangement? Do you have a syringe or something to top it up with, or?
I have a squeezy bottle. I have a squeezy bottle,
Ah,
but you don't have to buy these. You can make one with, I made one before with a, red sauce, a plastic container of red sauce when it was finished, and I had a lid and I had a hole in the lid, and I put a straw into it, a plastic straw, and worked the same. You just squeeze it and the water comes out. Yeah. So you don't have to, these are not expensive anyway, but you don't have to have one of these, but you can use a plastic straw and a squeezy bottle, the hole, you know, in the top.
there's the answer. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Now. Okay, so this is my my potato. Okay, so this, you know, if you want it really biodegradable and you want to put something on the grave or something, so you use the potato instead of, you know, foam, or, you know, it's kind of like a water source for your foliage. And the strong foliage is best for this design. So the Christmas Nobilis works really well with that. And then you can decorate it any way you like. You can put more or less in, depends on what you want. You can put baubles in, you can put baubles in on a skewer. If you want to stick a skewer onto them and then pop them into the potato. I just put the ribbon on the wire and put that in, and the ribbon on the top there as well. I just, you know, wired that in. I have orange slices. I haven't got very much in this one, but you know, I'm going to decorate it more. You can just tie poems onto it, or you could actually pierce them into the potato. Just have to hold it as you're doing it. Okay, so you can use really, once it's got a strong stem, you just put a little hole. You could use a skewer, you know, a metal skewer to make the hole in the potato. And then once you've got your little hole in, then, you know, place the foliage in then. I scraped the bottom part of the foliage of the Nobilis. I'll just show you. So you need to get rid of the pine needles off the bottom, you know, so you just need to take them off, and then you could scrape with your scissors just to get a little bit of more of the, you know, bark showing or whatever, and that will allow more water to go into it from the potato, and then just pop that into the hole in your potato. Okay.
Brilliant. Now, just while you're in between there, can everybody still see the screen, the main screen?
No, I'm seeing you again.
Oh, no,
Oh.
it didn't work, Stella. Sorry, Karen. I
All
tried
right,
hitting
okay.
it, but it didn't work. So now, okay, I'm going to stay quiet and let you
Okay.
get on with it.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, I presume they saw all this and the potato at the back. So I'll just go up close. The potato and the hole. There's a hole there, and something else you can put it back in. So you just make your hole and then pop that in quite tight. And if you don't put plastic ribbon in it, I suppose you could use jute ribbon. You know, your cones, which are natural, your dried orange slices, anything you like, you can decorate it with, and just, you know, you could hang it on a door. If you want to hang it on a door, you can get a piece of oh, what do you call it? A clothes hanger, you know, the wire clothes hangers, and cut a piece of that and thread it through the top of your potato. Okay, and at the top then just clip it, and then you can hang it up then on your wall or on your door if you want. Okay, so that's that one. If there's anyone that I want to go back on, show people, let me know that they might have missed. I'm flying through these now because I did a lot of preparation beforehand because I thought it would just take too long. Now let's just move the box. Hold on. Usually when you're doing a demo, you have someone to do this for you. Sorry, I have a cough. Now, so what I did is I put in the Christmas Nobilis foliage, and then I put in some nice Laurus Nobilis, the bay, and it's lovely little berries, and I love that. I love the smell of it, and it lasts really well. Not only do I love it, but something else loves it as well, because there's lots of little holes in it, so something was nibbling away. But anyway, I cut those bits off as much as I could. I've put a few cones in. I have these are birch twigs, and they're sprayed with glitter and white. But you could use natural birch if you like. But I just had this and I said I'll use it. It's really nice. I have some of the agapanthus seed heads here. I have 1, 2, I think I have 3, and I've sprayed them silver. So this is my Starry Starry Night design, and I have a birch star here. Oopsie daisy. And I've 1 or 2 poppy seed heads as well. Also, I've got some eryngium put into here because they look like stars as well. So I'm going to put more in now. So I'll put some more foliage in. So a really good thing to use, you know, I do classes now. I'm in Gorey, and I'm just trying to get people to, if they don't have much foliage, one of the really good foliage to use is your ivy berry. You know, your ivy with your ivy berries, and you can spray them or dip them. If you don't want to use spray, you could dip the seed heads in a bit of oil, or wipe them with a little bit of oil. Dip them in white flour, and that'll look like snow, you know, if you have them inside your house. So you don't have to use spray, all right, if you're allergic to spray or you don't like using it. If you are spraying anything, do it outside, you know, don't do it indoors. So these are the ivy seed heads, seed berries, and they're brilliant. They cover multitude, and they're very effective. And they're just down the road on the way to the beach. I'm right near the beach, so plenty of these. And you've just got the berries, just give a different texture. You can see that. Now at the back, I put in a little bit of holly. You have to put a bit of holly in for Christmas, and I don't like spiny holly because obviously obvious reasons, because I'm always hurting myself. So I just have a little bit in the back. And you know, being Irish, you have to have holly because the legend says that the fairies and the what do you call them, the fairies and the sprites, you know, of the forest are, you know, shelter under the holly. Okay, so that's why. So if you cut branches of holly and bring it into your house, okay, it's it'll help the fairies as well, okay, and they'll follow you in. The nice ones, of course. Bit of useless information there, but Wikipedia can tell you all sorts. Now, I'm going to put into this lovely avalanche roses. So these are beautiful white roses, very deluxe. And they had very little, I don't think they'd only one or two thorns. They're beautiful. And again, like that, they have guard petals on. I used these for my daughter's wedding there in June, and they were just fabulous. They're very popular. And we get them all year round from the suppliers. So, right, put them in. So you see where I just kept 2 leaves. And you can take them off now if you like, if they're not great. You can take them off if you want. I'm going to have a face of me and you're looking at the back for a little while until I get these in. So I'm just stepping down with these. And these will open up even better than this after a while, once they get in the warm room and they gave them a good drink. So
So, Karen, where did you buy those roses and how long would you expect them to last for?
oh yeah, I bought these in the floral supplies. I got them down in Wexford, in North Wexford. Um, you know where you were talking about in Sandyford, they would sell them there, or a florist would sell them. But a florist might be very expensive, but you could get them in the florist supply shop. Joe Duffy in the market in Dublin as well. They're white avalanche roses, and the red ones were Naomi, the red Naomi. They're really beautiful, you know. Probably pay 18 to 20 euro for 10 stems. And coming up to Christmas, they'll go up even more, you know. Yeah, but they're lovely. And I remember in the summer, they were some of them were going up to 350 a stem. Yeah, very expensive. So it just depends on the time of year and the demand. If you buy them when it's Mother's Day in England or anything like that, then it puts the price up. Now just show you that. So just stepping down with them. A few more in. This is my last design. I'm after flying through. I think get through that fast, but I just didn't want you watching me putting loads of foliage in and you know, quiet. So always, you know, measure twice and cut once, as they say. And I got these because they traveled in a lorry and they're out of water for, you know, whatever, 24 hours. You really need to get them home. Don't put them in water until you get them home, and then cut the ends off, strip the lower leaves, and you know, leave them in water for a good few hours. And they should last 7 to 10 days. And you might get the really tall one, maybe not lasting as long because it's got further to draw the water up the stem. But the rest, you know, you just cut that one out. If anybody wins this one on Saturday, the raffle. Yeah. Give you a look at that one. Into that then, I'm just putting a few of the spray carnations as well. So the spray carnations will last ages. They're a really good laster. Carnations kind of went out of fashion for a while, but they're coming back in because they're getting them in lots of different interesting colours. So I know, well, white has always been used, but there's lovely purple ones and mauvey ones and two-tone coloured. You know, these would be the standard carnations, the bigger carnation. They're really nice. You know, don't just think of them as you know, years ago you'd have a wedding and everybody be wearing just one standard carnation in the buttonhole, you know, in red or whatever, you know, they're really, or pink, they're really coming out in all different colours. Yeah. I'm just bringing down the colour down to the bottom of the design. Now I'm just going to put in some of the eryngiums, yeah, the thistles. And these are like stars as well, so that's why I'll put them in. Now I'm doing this design on a container. It's a wooden container, and into the container I have a tray. So I keep the container and the tray goes, you know, wherever to the raffle. Because the container, I got it from a lovely teacher, demonstrator and judge, Una Fleming, and she died I think it was last year, and she had ordered all these, and we got them in the competitions, in the national competitions. We won a prize. I got 2 prizes, so I got 2 of these boxes because I got 2 prizes. I'm delighted with them, and they're really good for, you know, flower arranging because they have rubber on the inside, so they don't leak. And they remind me of Una as well, which is nice. Yeah. I'm just going to put a little bit more foliage in as well. I'll put some in the back. We want to put something at the back as well, just, you know, as they say, you don't want the open gown effect, you know, like in the hospitals. And I'm going to put some more, oh no. So I have Skimmia Hue Green as well. So I'm going to put some of that in. So some of my Skimmia last year wasn't, you know, it wasn't great. It was very yellow. So I believe it didn't like, I had it in the sun. So it doesn't like the sun. I think it goes a bit yellow. So I moved it away into the shade because it was in a pot. I was able to move it, and it's doing much better. It's much greener, and I gave it a good feed as well. There's a lovely smell from this. I'll just put something at the back as well. I was going to put these in. I don't know whether I will. Don't think it needs them. But these were the Physalis, you know, the Chinese lantern, and I had sprayed them silver after they dried. But I was going to use them, but I don't think I will. I think I have enough in it. So if in doubt, leave it out, as they say. So that's my last design for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some lots of ideas for Christmas. Some sustainable and some not, but both, you know. As I said, you know, we have to keep everybody happy. So yeah, thank you very much for listening. I hope you saw it all. And if you want to ask me questions, go ahead.
Karen, you're marvelous. It's, you know, everybody would prefer to be close up and seeing floral art demonstration live. But there's something really democratic about doing a Zoom one because it gets to everybody. We
Yeah.
can't be in the one place to do it. So at least, I mean, there are limitations to doing it on Zoom, and we see what they are. But we've all had some great ideas there. And the pleasure of having you coming into all our homes is paramount on a nasty evening like this for many of us. It's nice to be at home and to be able to watch such beautiful, beautiful arrangements. They're gorgeous. There are a couple of questions.
Okay, yeah,
Um,
shoot.
how many pieces of foliage are in the potato arrangement, roughly?
There's about 12 pieces.
About 12 pieces.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Great.
You might be able to get some offcuts from a Christmas tree. You know, whenever I was getting a real tree, or even if I wasn't going to buy one from somebody, I just asked them, have you any offcuts, you know, because they cut the bottoms off the trees sometimes for people to get them to fit into the room. And I just go up and ask them for some, and you know.
Oh, that's a great idea. I was beginning to think you'd bought a Christmas tree and savaged it for this
No,
demonstration.
now I did get this in suppliers down in Wexford. I got a bundle. I got a couple of bundles because I'm doing another dem in Kilkenny on Tuesday, and I was doing Wexford.
In my hand,
So
please.
yeah, hi Peggy.
Sorry.
Um,
Okay, yeah. So you can buy from a floral supply shop as well, but in the market, or you know, maybe in, you know, somebody who sells the Christmas trees would give you maybe a bundle. Yeah,
quite sure they will.
you might have to pay some money for it, but it wouldn't be a huge amount.
And the other question I have is, in these arrangements, like, is there a sort of a suggested number of varieties to use for the greens, for the leafy elements, you know?
Yeah, well, generally, you know, we're told 3 to 4, you know, varieties, but because it's Christmas, I put some extra in.
Okay. Now, Karen or Yvonne is saying, thank you, Karen. Great ideas. Happy Christmas to one and all, which we all echo. It's time. It's the 4th of December. We can say it now. Where did you get the little tubes?
Oh, cubes. Well, I had got some orchids, so they came, you know, it came with tubes, but I can buy them again in the floral supplies, or you know, if you go into your nice florist and just ask her she any tubes, I'm sure she'll give you one or two. You know, they're quite nice about it. They might charge you 20 cents or something, you know, but it's nothing. Yeah.
But you don't have to buy them in bulk. And well, I know the only one I went to was the place in Sandiford and Firs Road, and they were really helpful. So there's a florist supplier near you, and they will do
Yeah,
something.
yeah. You can go to any florist, and I'm sure they'll give you a few. But I have bought them in bulk, you know, because I've been using quite a few of them. You know, yeah.
Roz is saying, great inspiration, Karen. Thank you very much. As is Peggy, saying, thank you, Karen. Beautiful arrangements and lots of ideas. Helen Marr has a particularly nice comment to make. Thank you so much, Karen. I especially like the potato arrangement, as my mum passed away very recently, and I'm going to have a go at making one, which I think she would love. I presume that's one for a grave, which is a very nice idea. And I was thinking about that because the potato would have a bit of weight. It would be heavy sitting on the ground. It
Yeah,
won't get blown
yeah.
around the place. So
Yeah, get the biggest potato you can. The biggest, like one you'd be suitable for a big baked potato, you know? Yeah.
and does it have to be rooster? Could it be Kerr's pink?
Oh, it could be any kind of potato, it doesn't matter.
Susan
It doesn't
saying,
have to be flowery.
Nice flowery spud. Susan is saying gorgeous arrangements. Karen, thank you. And Annette saying thank you. Some lovely ideas and wishing people a happy Christmas. Renee similarly down from Belfield. Thank you. Beautiful. Tech problems. Missed some. Can we see the recording later? Yes, you can. It's being recorded. So you can pick it up on a recording and you can press pause wherever you wish and catch up on the detail. That's a very good point indeed. And Caroline Stewart then also saying thank you for your inspiring ideas and love your earrings and your jumper.
Thanks, Caroline. Did anybody miss seeing the design at the end, you know, when we were talking with Orla? Or did they all see them?
Yeah, feel free to unmute now and ask a question or request a design to have a look at now. No problem at all. No, people have seen them. They will be on record. They'll be up on the website tomorrow. Oh, and I must say also that Karen has very, very generously donating these to the Christmas lunch as part of the raffle prizes. So there's 78 lucky people coming to lunch. I'm sorry if you're not one of them, and I look forward to seeing you if you are one of them. So these will be raffled at the Christmas lunch. The Christmas lunch raffle is a bit like the Late Late Show. There's practically one for everybody in the audience by the time we do it all. It's great fun. So
Yeah, it is.
great.
And there's 2 places left at the Christmas lunch. Just saying.
Just saying.
The last 2 places. Very good. And Nikki Milligan, thanks, Karen, and Merry Christmas, everybody. Gosh, it's funny. I've been avoiding Christmas like the plague, and now it's suddenly upon us, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else want to say anything? Feel free. No. I've got you on gallery now. I can see everybody. That's no. In that case, I'll wind up and wish everybody a very happy Christmas. I think this is the nearest thing we'll get to seeing lots of people together. We'll see some people on Saturday. We'll have an opportunity to wish people a happy Christmas through the bulletin on Thursday week. But this is the last of the Zooms for this session. And I hope whatever form of a Christmas you're having, that it's very happy. And I think the happy Christmas and a healthy new year is the way to look at it. And I heard a very nice comment, which I shared earlier, that it doesn't really matter what you eat between Christmas and the New Year. It's what you eat between the New Year and Christmas that matters, actually. So I thought that was very clever. So I wish everybody, let's wish each other a very happy Christmas and say a huge thank you to Karen. You're great, Karen. Thank you very much indeed. For risking Zoom on a nasty evening. And good luck with your travels off to Kilkenny, off to Letterkenny. Good luck with your travels, bringing floral art to people. It's a great art. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
See you
Happy
Saturday.
Christmas, folks. Yes.
Happy Christmas, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Bye all. Goodbye all.
Do it.
Thank you.